Recording in progress. So what's going on, brother?
What's going on, brother?
Man,
This is the first.
Me another day. Paradise out here. Shoot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shoot. What's been going on? The people been missing us for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, man. Just us, being adjusted to life. That's it. So everybody, busy, trying to, manage out here in this world. And me myself, I wasn't on it last week because I went to a fish fry.
How was that?
It was lovely.
Well, you were just home with either one.
Yeah, both, all the above. So excuse my absence, but not everything be going on in your world though.
Oh man, same old. Nothing extravagant.
Yeah.
Nothing extravagant. So shoes. All right, man. We're gonna get started since it's just two of us. Maybe our other two. Well, we know one of them, JD. He on the road getting that CDL
on the road
money.
Again. Yes, sir.
Getting that CDL money. So shoot, maybe our other host, co-host, whoever he is, come through. We doubt it. We a little lazy person sometimes. But shoes, man. Let's see what we got. Well, the internet co-host right now. I don't know what to call myself.
Say you're filling in.
I'm here. That's all I can tell you. I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here.
So, I already
to make sure I get here.
I don't look for no edits. Don't look for nothing. I'm here.
That's it. Like, clocking in for my hour and a half.
Hey, man, we're going to make this a little short one. I feel it.
Yeah.
But no, man, we miss our folks. It'd be like the best time of the week. Just getting talked with y'all. Kind of stuff we ain't been getting together as a group lately.
Hey, man. Being grown and not having the time, sure, that's what happens. But it's all love, though. We all know what we're trying to do.
Yeah, that's life. That is finest.
That is life.
I like to say. Life at its finest.
Yes, sir.
Man, you got a sports fact for me?
Yes, it's very interesting. I have to reread this. Excuse me, y'all. Y'all can't see me. But this is about rugby. And it states here.
The sport rugby?
Yes.
What they got going on?
It says rugby. Okay, so back in the day when rugby first became a sport, it said rugby balls, the footballs, they was originally made out of pig bladders.
A pig bladder?
Yes.
We talking about
pig bladders.
Ham pigs?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So what they do, they take their bladders and they inflate it. And then they take a leather wrapping and they wrap it around. And that was their football back in the day.
Oh, man. My co-host left, He'll be back in a couple of seconds. All right. We're just going to wait on for a quick second. Hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving, though. We had some good football games that was happening besides the Saints game. Yeah, man, the Saints over there. Yeah, I don't know what to say. They were good when they had Jameis Winston, but I don't know what happened since then. When he got hurt, man, say, it is what it is. Yeah. Let me see. What's been happening out here in the streets? Oh, there you go. My co-host came back. Look.
I literally swiped my phone and it swiped.
Co-host didn't want to be on here. It's just
oh
me and
man, I'm so sorry, Jack.
It was just me and him. He didn't want to be. I ain't nothing to say to y'all besides Thanksgiving.
Excuse me, world. I'm sorry.
He talking about pigs, I get on he got hungry and swiped out. Oh God, he wanted to give him a bacon egg sandwich.
But yeah, what I was saying. That's a good one, Jay. That was a good one.
Why am I tardiness?
There go co-host. We recording right now, so shoot.
Where your tardy slip at?
Pardon my tardiness. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
My bad, Jay. My bad. I was just in the middle.
All right, catch me up.
Trace was talking about pigs and stuff, and he swiped up. That boy was trying to make him a bacon egg sandwich.
Nah, so we was on our sports pack, and so I said I had a very interesting one. And so I said I was speaking on rugby, and I said back in the day when rugby first started, football was actually made out of pig bladders. And so as soon as I said that, I tried to swipe up to my notes and I accidentally canceled out the Zoom. So I just left James hanging like a sit duck. So I had to try to get back logged in. But yeah, what they did, they used to take the pig's bladder and they inflated it with air. And they take a leather sheet wrap and wrap it. And it was their footballs back in the day.
That's why they call it pig skin.
I mean, hey, if you want to call it that. I just thought they were interesting because these fools were playing with pig bladders. That's crazy. So my thing is like, what would happen if the ball just dropped? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or do they? Or would y'all think they cleaned out the pig bladders prior to all that? You know what I mean?
Well, I'm pretty sure they cleaned out the pig.
Probably cleaned it.
Yeah,
but I don't think it was sanitized back in the day.
Right, they probably cleaned it to what the best of what they could use back then.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure if they did kick the football, nothing but bladder was coming out.
That is interesting though. I'm like, bro, you don't hear that. You don't hear too many things on how the balls was made. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, let me bring this to the chat. But yeah, James, that's my sports bet.
Yeah, you got one for the fruit?
Yeah, I got one. How everybody doing, man? I'm glad to be back. We missed some time out. I'll be sorry, excuse my tardiness.
This like the fun time of the week for us. Get together.
It's like the what?
The fun time of the week.
Fun time?
When we all get together and just talk.
Oh, yeah. My sports fact is, it's interesting because I really didn't know this. I had two of them actually. I can't find my other one. I put one in here. I put two of them in. But this one that I do have is Tony Pollard did the first Thanksgiving Day kickoff return for the Cowboys since 2010. That's interesting to me. And what was also interesting to me is that my GD Cowboys ain't won a Thanksgiving game in 3 years. I'm not liking that fact.
Well, Dak is 2-3 on Thanksgiving Day.
Huh?
I said Dak 2-3 on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, we ain't won since what's this 21? We ain't won since 18.
When y'all start getting,
I'm not liking that.
When y'all start getting to Sacramento Kings playoff drought, it was talk to me then.
Yeah, that is one drought, boy.
when y'all start getting to Sacramento King playoff drought, talk to me then.
I hope we don't get to that.
Oh man. Well, I got one right quick. I just had it. All right. Throughout WWE history, only 4 wrestlers have won the WWE Championship in 3 different decades.
How did I not know?
Let me see. That's Ric Flair.
Nope. I can tell you that's out the back. That's a nope.
3 different decades?
Ric Flair never won in the 90s or 2000.
Oh, so all his glory came
No.
from what, 70s and 80s?
Remember, I said WWE Championship.
Oh, WWE. Okay.
Yeah, he was more like the NWA and
I don't think he won the
APA and all that.
Hold on. So who will it be then? Who's the 4? Who is that? I'm trying to think. You said WWE. Will Brock Lesnar be one of them?
No. He don't know what won it. He haven't won the WWE Championship this decade yet.
Nah, not Brock. He ain't won this decade yet.
So who's the 4 then? I'm interested.
That one number 4.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to think too. I'm really trying to think. Would Triple H be one?
Yep.
John Cena?
The Rock?
No. Yep.
Stone Cold?
No, not Stone Cold. John Cena's not one of them?
No. John Cena have won a WWE Championship this decade. He would have been 50.
He beat. Oh no, he didn't.
He didn't beat Roman Reigns.
He would have been if he won SummerSlam.
So who's the other 2? Cause Kel, you got the first 2 right. So who's the?
I was finna say Randy Orton, but he wasn't in the 90s.
There you go.
Oh, it is Randy Orton. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I need one more. Triple H, The Rock, Randy Orton,
and Randy Orton got 2000s, 2010s, and 2020. And
will it be Rey Mysterio?
It's got to be Edge.
Edge?
Nope. Edge never won it.
Oh, he ain't won it yet. He ain't won it.
I'm tripping. Okay. Dang.
Brother.
He said 2000.
You gotta
2010.
I was finished.
Who's still wrestling right now?
He on AEW.
Well, give me a hint on this one.
Is he still wrestling now?
Say your prayers.
Undertaker.
Go vitamin and say your prayers.
Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan?
He ain't won in the WWE.
80s, 90s, and 2000. I ain't say.
Oh, you did say that. You did say
90s, 2000. Okay.
Because Vince,
you said decades.
It was WWF in the 80s and going into the late 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Late 90s, that's when it became
WWE.
early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
WWE.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Hey, yeah, I see what you're talking about, John. I see what you're talking about. The question kind of threw me off a little bit.
80s, 90s.
It kind of threw you off because you thought it was Ric Flair. Okay.
His reigns came in the 80s though, like majority of the 80s.
Hogan?
Nah, Ric Flair.
Yeah.
He
only won the WWE Championship one time, I think. And that's when
that was in like the early 90s, I believe.
Oh yeah, the early. That's like WCW.
When he won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's very interesting right there, huh? Yeah.
So, let me ask y'all a question. Cause I was trying to give you. Now, don't be biased. So, I mean, don't look at career-wise. Just look at what happened at that point in time. Which one was better? Tom Brady taking over for Drew Bledsoe or Nick Foles taking over for Carson Wentz? And
I'm really gonna have to go with Nick Foles.
That point in time.
I'm really gonna and like you said, I'm really not being biased on this, even though y'all know I would, but I'm really not. I'm gonna have to go with Nick Foles because that season really, Philadelphia was really an underdog story team. You know,
they played that underdog road to the T. You hear me? They had
exactly,
dogs, hats, and everything.
exactly.
What was that? Chris Long.
That was a true underdog. That was a true underdog season right there for the Eagles, and for Nick Foles to carry them through the playoffs as a backup, through the playoffs to the Super Bowl, come back in that Super Bowl from behind to win it. I have to give him top greatest backup quarterback Super Bowl victories. And then he went on to win the Finals MVP. I'm gonna have to go
Super
with
Bowl
Nick
MVP.
Foles. Yeah, Super Bowl. That's what I meant. I'm gonna have to go with Nick Foles on this one.
I'm gonna have to go with. I'm not being biased, but after watching, I'm watching the Man in the Arena with Tom Brady. I'm gonna have to go with the Tom Brady, Drew Bledsoe replacement because I honestly feel like if Drew Bledsoe would never got hurt, Tom Brady would never be Tom Brady to this day because at that time, Drew Bledsoe signed the first $100 million contract for 10 years. And going into the second game of that contract, he got hurt. He had blood clot, internal bleeding in his lungs. And Brady stepped in and they had quarterback controversy all through his rookie year, leading up to that Super Bowl. And looking into that show, I didn't know Drew Bledsoe played in the AFC Championship that year. And after that, that's when the relationship just went completely in a different direction because when it was time for the Super Bowl, they, of course, Belichick had a decision to make. And the whole team was thinking that Bledsoe was going to come in and save the day because he did his thing in the AFC Championship when Tom Brady got hurt, and the team was like rattling for Bledsoe to come through. And so when they found that Brady was starting, boy, and first it was like they Belichick, it's all about the team, it's all about the team.
Mm-hmm.
But Bledsoe wasn't feeling that, and that following year, Bledsoe and Laura Malone, I don't know if y'all remember that safety, but they wound up going to Buffalo. So I would just say, just going based off that, what I seen from the show, I would have to say that the Brady and Drew Bledsoe situation was, I would say, one of the greatest. I like that Nick Foles and Carson Wentz situation too, because like you said, they played the underdog card to the vengeance that year. And then for Nick Foles to lead them to the Super Bowl like that was amazing and won it. So, but yeah, I picked that scenario. What about you, man?
After hearing, because I've been after hearing y'all, and because I got this question off of, I want to say it was Sirius XM. Well, I thought of the question, but I heard some analysts talking about it. And what they were saying, I'm going to have to go with Nick Foles because you got to look at it. Nick Foles came in at week, 14, 15?
14, I believe.
I was at the end of the season. I know that's all I remember.
So Nick Foles ain't really have time to get coherence with his players, but he did with the quickness. Let alone, but Tom Brady had a whole season.
Yeah, but honestly, Tom Brady, but still, he came in as a rookie.
Yeah,
and you asking a rookie had to step in and fill the role.
Second year.
Well, okay, second year, but still, you asking a second-year pro to fill the role of the new $1 million man, the $100 million man at that time.
But yeah, look at it.
That's a lot of. You don't think that's a lot of pressure at that time?
Nah. Because
with a team that just came off a Super Bowl, you got to remember, Drew Brees took that New England team to a Super Bowl. That Tom Brady rookie year. So they were already having high hopes.
That means they were ready. I mean,
I mean, not Tom Brady rookie year. It was the year before they drafted Tom Brady.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But Tom Brady, he had a season to understand the system better. Nick Foles pretty much just got thrown in the fire and started off, hey, let's just play every game like it's our last. When Tom Brady got in there, they probably just like, okay, we probably ain't gonna make it. But then Tom Brady started feeling a rhythm. But Nick Foles, he just has to feel the rhythm as you
man,
go.
I know y'all not big Tom Brady fans, but if y'all got ESPN Plus, man, I really recommend y'all watch that.
I'll go check it out.
It's really good. It's really good. It's really good.
I'll go check it out. But I just think because Nick Foles had a shorter amount of time as a starting quarterback.
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that because
and
Carson Wentz, he was doing his thing until he got injured. Yeah.
I mean, both of them was a good thing, but I think Nick Foles, with the shorter amount of time than Tom Brady had, it was a better thing.
Yeah, both of them unique in its own way, though.
Yeah,
both situations are unique. Just because, like with Tom Brady's situation, like you said, he had that 1 year to learn, to grasp. He went as far as selecting the people that he wanted to go through to get mentored and stuff like that. And when his time came, it's like.
And I think with Foles, I think he just signed like a 1 year deal that year. If I'm mistaken, I think he signed for 1 year.
I think when he there as a backup the year before.
I don't think so. Cause I remember he was like not in the league for a while.
No, I think Foles was the backup for the Eagles that year. Well, 2 years or something like that. Because that
was he the quarterback before Carson Wentz got there?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't a quarterback. Well, I remember them bringing him back, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But
so who was the quarterback in 2016? Because Carson Wentz was drafted in 2016.
He was drafted in 2016.
Then
Foles.
He was like Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
No. Foles got in there the Super Bowl year.
Super Bowl year.
Okay, I thought he spent 2 years.
Foles came back to Philadelphia.
That's what I thought. That's where I was right at. He did come back. I thought he was already there for like 2 years, but he had came back because they signed him back after they was worried about Carson.
Yeah, so he was in Kansas City in 2016. In 2017, the year they won, he came back. So he really didn't. He was just second string quarterback and just sitting around playing with the second string players until it was his time.
Right on. If I had to choose a quarterback though, after those out of those two backups, I choose Drew Brees. I mean, not Drew Brees, but Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah, I mean,
Drew Bledsoe was that dude though. Drew Bledsoe
was
like
he was
good.
that dude. He just injuries really caught up with Drew Bledsoe.
That's it.
That's really all that was, because I think that's why the Cowboys let him go injured.
Man, he was the first $100 million man. He was the first NFL player to sign a 10-year deal for $100 million flat.
That's a lot of money back in the day.
Yeah. And Drew Bledsoe was that guy.
But to think that we didn't know, me personally, I didn't know they was giving out those long, lengthy contracts like that back in the day. I thought Patrick Mahomes was the first player to get a long, lengthy contract like that.
But then that's where the age, that's where the age started making a difference in the contracts with like for example, running backs. Most running backs, they have on them about a good 6-7 years being in the league with fresh wheels until that 6 or 7 year come.
just really depends. But like I said, Drew Bledsoe, I think he don't give him the credit, now, because for him to be the first NFL player to get $100 million, man, that speaks volume. Especially at that time,
Yeah.
When you playing against all them Hall of Famers, So, and you still make your name, you still make a mark in the league by doing what you got to do.
Yeah, Drew was that guy. Drew was that guy.
All right, well, let's go to another topic about the NBA. What y'all been hearing around town?
It's not what I've been hearing. It's what I've been saying. It's about that broke. I won't say broke, but take your butt to work, niggas.
Go to work, my man.
Excuse my language, world, but take your butt to work, bro. Hey, them game checks adding up. You hear me?
We talking about Ben Simmons,
Yes. I just don't understand. It's word around town that he the game checks.
Simmons is going broke.
Yeah.
They say he buy a new car every month.
Hey.
What you need all them cars for? You only got one ass.
Nah, for real.
He 25, bro. He 25. That money. He's still young in his 20s, and that money is still getting to him. He ain't. You would have thought he got it by 21, 22, or 23 rather. To know how to settle his money and do better with it since he's making this amount. But he's still not trying to show that he got it. I mean, and then like you said, treat them fines. Keep sitting out if you want to. They bust you for at least 250,000 to 350 at least. So yeah, that's gonna add up. Yeah, that's gonna add up, man.
When I say them game checks is adding up, you gotta remember, bro. NBA, they play every day, almost every other day. Like, come on now. Within a week, they probably get what, 1-2 days off. And you gotta understand, like that's $300 and some $1,000 per game. And you do 7 days. After those 7 days, they probably play what, 5 games? So you do 350,000 times 5. Come on, man. Like that adds up. Hey, the young man is going broke over there. He ain't been in the league that long to say, I'm just gonna take this a certain amount of time off. No. Because you talking about you want to get traded, you talking about you want to do all this, but guess what? Your trade value is dropping. That's why I don't know if y'all heard. But it's speculation that John Wall might end up playing again. Yeah, you remember? Yeah, they remember John Wall? He requested a trade. The Rockets acknowledged it.
He didn't request a trade. The Rockets and John Wall mutually agree he will sit out until the Rockets can make a trade. But that contract's so big, nobody don't really want to.
Nobody gonna pick up that 2-year, $91 million contract. Nobody gonna do it.
So since he just sitting at home, John Wall was like, "Hey, I just want to play now.
Might as well play." Ben Simmons, he had that attitude. You won the franchise player.
Ben don't want to be there, but my thing is, if you don't want to,
you don't want to be there, but you want to get paid.
But see, that don't make sense. Here's the thing, and I don't condone it, and I'm not congratulating it either. But my thing is this: if you know you don't want to play, just go do what James Harden did. James Harden, when he was forcing his way out of Houston, that nigga went and gained weight, and he went out there and threw them games. You can't tell me he didn't throw. He came
into that year.
I mean, don't get the first game. I think James Harden dropped like 41.
What? Don't get me wrong when I say threw.
He was fat. He was fat though.
And he was just chunking up.
He
was barely playing, like he wasn't going full speed. He was just playing James Harden. All right, I'm gonna touch the rock, I'm gonna put up some points, but don't expect me to play hard because I still want out. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna gain his weight and collect this money on y'all. Ben Simmons need to go ahead.
But it's like, But it's like, bro, honestly, Kill, I feel like the tension between both the player and the franchise, I think it just became so toxic.
Yeah, it's
like, would you want to go back? Because you got to realize, bro, he still ain't faced the Philly fans yet. Like, he still ain't stepped foot in that court. He still ain't stepped foot in that stadium yet. So my thing is, if y'all Ben Simmons and y'all been doing all this back and forth between him and the franchise, if y'all was Ben Simmons, well, y'all would still want to go back and face that Philly crowd, honestly.
Hey man, you gonna feel it either way. If you as a visitor or as one of their players.
Exactly, he's gonna feel it. And the thing is, to answer your question, I would go back because it's costing me money.
You can't do that.
I'm going broke. I need some dough. So yes, I'm gonna go back.
You might well deal with it. Brooklyn just booed James Harden last night.
They did. They sure did. Nah, for real. They sure did. But man, at the end of the day, man, if go to work.
Like, you gotta do, man. Go to work,
man.
Ben Simmons, if I could tell you one thing, Ben Simmons, stop messing up your money on your own and just go to work, man.
Your trade value is dropping. They looking at this. Other GMs is looking at this. And what he don't understand, he is losing. He in a lose-lose situation. He signed a 4-year extension. Like, people need to understand this. The Philadelphia 76ers have more leverage than Ben Simmons because they can literally, and I mean literally, sit on that 4-year contract.
Yeah.
So he needs to really pick his poison a lot more careful than what he's been doing, because if he don't, he's gonna wind up still being there. He's gonna wind up being broke more than what he is now. Because, bro, how you have the audacity to not want to show up to work? You ain't even been in the league that long. Like, come on now.
Start selling them cars, bro.
Oh, mental health.
Hey, what Tyrese say off of Too Fast, Too Furious?
Using bus tokens, partner. Using bus tokens, partner.
Yeah.
So
get to walking, Fabio.
And other news, LeBron James got hit with a $15,000 fine.
He told
what happened? I didn't know what happened.
He did an obscene gesture after the game. He jumped up.
Okay.
South to South make it famous.
But he grabbed his corners.
Oh. Honestly, let's talk about these Lakers.
But the thing is,
they don't have no room or breathing room to celebrate anything. Because right now, they looking like they not even going to be in the play-in tournament.
Who is that?
The Lakers.
Man, they'll be fine. Ooh, tonight, I forgot tonight is the Detroit versus Lakers game.
Yeah, I seen that on the schedule.
Yeah. 8:30 or something like that, ain't it?
Yeah, it should be on right now. Yeah. But they don't have no right to be celebrating, because the Lakers, general, for what I'm saying, they need to they can't get rid of Russell Westbrook. What's the Skip Bates call him? What's a rest brick? Say this team here is just filled with number names, and I know you got to give them time. I get it. We still early in the season, but James, as you've been the franchise lover of the Lakers, well, while your boy Kobe Bryant was there, but James, like real, do you honestly can say that the Lakers have a chance? Well, what you saying right now? Do you really think they have a chance?
If they let Westbrook come off the bench, yeah.
But his mindset is not going to be, I want to come off the bench.
But honestly, they've been playing kind of well together the last couple of games.
You said what? I didn't hear you.
They've been playing well the last couple of games still.
Right, but how many more quadruple doubles that Westbrook is going to have?
It's more of their their role players need to step up because even they lost to Sacramento the other night, but
I don't know how they gave up that lead like that. It's like,
but you have Westbrook with 29, Bron had 30, 23 came from Anthony Davis. Luckily, Malik Monk and Carmelo, Malik Monk had 20 and Carmelo had 16. So, but their other role players, they need to step it up more.
their defense is not there like it was last year. I mean, it's like,
and Carmelo done already said this season is gonna be a bus, a go home a bus season for him.
I'm just looking at the Western Conference in general, and I just see how strong those teams are that's in front of them. And I'm like, yo, they gonna mess around and they gonna try to get wait until the second part of the season, and before you know it, it'll probably be too late. And then we're gonna hear a lot of media talking about, well, what went wrong. Well, we all know what went wrong. Y'all build a franchise team based off names and not the change, and that's it. That's what I see. Because Phoenix look better than them. Yep. Golden State for damn sure is making their mark. And the scary part, they don't have Klay Thompson or Wiseman back as of yet.
Thompson gonna be. They saying Klay Thompson might be back before Christmas.
Christmas, yep.
Before Christmas.
Oh, before Christmas? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm just asking, like,
yeah, they got him rehabbing or something like that. I had seen.
No, he back in full contact. He back in full contact, full 5-on-5.
Warriors just came off a two away games stand too.
Mm-hmm. They just beat what was that? The Bulls today?
Nah, they beat the Clippers tonight.
The Clippers, yeah. Yeah.
I think they beat Brooklyn the other night.
Well, I know I gave my early prediction for MVP. I said Giannis, but right now, Steph Curry, he the MVP right now.
Yeah, I think Steph Curry gonna run away with his MVP.
I'm not gonna say run away because that boy Kevin Durant, he doing this thing too. But the team, as far as the team goes, yeah, you're right. Steph Curry, of course.
But Curry done beat Durant, so
yeah, shut him up. Like,
done beat Durant.
That was a statement game. Like,
let's see. Oh, his cancer is changing his name.
Oh.
Yeah, Enos Canner. Enos Cancer, he's talking about Enos Canner Freedom or something like that.
Yeah, Freedom gonna be his last name. Cancer gonna be his middle name.
Middle name.
He will become. I think he said he'll become officially U.S. citizen at the end of the month.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, congratulations to him.
You know, he always has stuff to say about what's going on in the world and whatnot. So.
Yeah. Okay. That's what's up.
Also, the Phoenix Suns is on a hot roll for 16 games straight. So they looking like them and the Warriors, man. I don't know.
Man, Suns is trying to tell everybody, hey, y'all counted us out after one run. That's what they saying. Y'all counted us out after one run? Hey, a lot of people don't, man, a lot of people should know. They got championship. What's that word they like to use? Championship aspirations now. You know what I'm saying? They Hall of Famer point guard experience what it feels to be in the finals. You don't think that man trying to get back there? Like, come on now.
He got that tape.
What? Right. Look at all the shots.
You gotta start going first.
Yeah. he trying to get back there. Then you got that baby assassin book over there. That whole team. Like, come on, man. Like, Phoenix Suns is playing good ball right now. I would still give my hat to the Golden State Warriors as far as being the best team right now. Like, as far as right now, where the season is at.
Well, Clay gonna look when he comes back. It's gonna take Clay a while He ain't played ball in 2 years.
But my thing is, Clay don't even need to be 100% though. That's how good the Warriors play.
Because the boy Lisa, when we just leave him open for a shot, that boy going to jack.
Thank you. So that's what I'm saying. I don't expect Klay Thompson to be back to 100% this year. But do he have to? No, I don't feel like he do because the Warriors already showcasing what they're capable of doing without him.
He can be, even when he tore his Achilles, the ball still gonna be deadly. All they had to do is stand around, shoot the ball.
And let Steph do stuff. That's it. And then Draymond gonna take care of y'all on the defensive end. Hey, man, this team reminds me of that 2015 team when they went for it the first time. And they had Harrison Barnes.
That went 73-9.
No, not the second year. That's the second year. No. I'm talking about that first year when Steph Curry won his first MVP.
Oh, when they had Harrison Barnes and
Harrison Barnes and Jaja Patrulia, yeah.
Zaza,
yes, sir. So, but yeah, that's what I've been saying for NBA so far. I mean, it's good, you know.
More quick topic. Joel Embiid came back last night
and dropped 42.
Even though they lost, the boy came back and ball. He said that he thought he wasn't gonna make it back from COVID.
Well, is he vaccinated or no?
I doubt it because he wasn't been out that long.
Well, that's good. He's feeling better. Man, all right, man.
Zion is clear for full team work practice.
Yeah. Even though his team is a devastating. Yeah. Zion still gonna get his 27 and 10.
And the last thing I got for you, the Milwaukee Bucks signed DeMarcus Cousins to a non-guaranteed deal.
Boogie is the only person I know that ain't played the season and got a ring.
Hey,
this man got a ring without playing, man.
What happened to that boy, DeMarcus Cousins, man?
And then what thing is, it would have happened 2 years in a row for him. 2 years in a row, he would have had a ring without playing.
And he got one with the Lakers.
One with the Lakers without playing. And they cut him because he was hurt. But was it the year before or the year after that he was signed with somebody that was close to getting
the Warriors?
The championship?
The Warriors.
Yeah, the Warriors.
And last year that KD was there.
Yeah, the last year KD was there. That's right. Right. But he wasn't playing him as many games. He was basically there as a fill-in player.
No. He came back because he came back from his injury.
Oh, okay. That Achilles.
Yeah, I think it was the Achilles injury.
Yeah.
And he started when he came back, but it was like in February when he came, and he played.
That's one of the players I just really feel sorry for because DeMarcus Cousins was a beast. Like for real. Like that man was a beast. I don't even care. Like I know he ain't much to talk about now, but the man was a beast when
he was considered the best center in the NBA for a while.
A long time. The Sacramento Kings.
But, hey, that's my favorite boogie, the Sacramento Kings boogie.
Yeah.
Oh, let me move on so we're going to get through this. Dirk Nowitzki is finally getting his jersey retired by the Mavericks.
Shout out
About
Dirk.
time.
2020.
Shout out Dirk.
About time.
The big German.
They probably done it earlier, but COVID and all that.
Yeah.
So Dirk, man, hey.
Well deserved, man.
The boy from Dallas, but he a Dallas native now.
He a Dallas man.
Hey, for real.
Hey, he ain't from Dallas, but he got Dallas heart.
He ain't for Dallas, but he got a whole street named after him.
He got a street name.
Oh man, that's dope.
And then look, got the whole city behind him.
Hey, where his statue?
Behind
we need a statue next.
Right in front of the building.
we waiting on the statue now. So when he gets the
Yeah, what I'm
statue,
saying.
I was going there and take a picture with the statue.
Oh, I missed delivering to his house, man. I missed delivering to Dirk's house.
Oh man.
Yeah, you so lucky.
Hey, and I delivered to Mark Cuban house. Them houses is huge.
Lucky boy.
Huge. Mark Cuban security guards have to tell me to back out because I wasn't supposed to be. I wasn't supposed to be like at the entrance way. And so the security guards they went at the door. So hell, I didn't know. And so he had came and he stopped me. He was like, hey, you can't come in here, you can't too far or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I got a package for Mark Cuban. I mean, not Mark Cuban.
Hey.
No, I think it was his wife, but it said Cuban, and of course that was Mark Cuban's house. I've been there plenty of times before. And I was like, but let me ask you a question. I said, ain't this Mark Cuban's house? He was like, he said, what confirmed it was that he said, I can't disclose that kind of information. You just confirmed it. Thank you.
I ain't saying it, but I ain't saying it.
I can't disclose that.
I'm here so I won't get fined. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But man, my favorite Dirk moment, every Dirk fade away. That's my favorite moment of Dirk. Every Dirk fade away. Because who could stop it? Couldn't nobody stop it? Contest of the night. If Dirk
you took my answer, bro.
I'm sorry, but I have to say it. It. Because couldn't nobody stop that fadeaway.
That is one signature move that no one can stop.
That's a killer. You can be the best defender.
It's on par with the sky hook. It's on par with the sky hook and your dream shake.
Yep.
That dream shake was lethal, but that Dirk fadeaway is something serious. Like, you name one player that had a chance to block that shot. I don't think nobody attempted to block that shot.
No, it's been plenty that attempted. Nobody ever got
the arc is so high when he leans back, his arms are already long. So that
and then that one leg that's always sticking up. It's the leg space too. They gave him.
And it wasn't going to be no foul because he never touched the other player.
Right. But Kel, you really took my answer, bro. That was my answer. I said every Dirk fadeaway. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Every Dirk fadeaway. That is my favorite moment.
My favorite moment from Dirk when Steph Curry threw him the alley-oop.
That was my second. That was my second one. Because Dirk got up. Dirk said, and then it was later in his career when it happened. Dirk said, Dirk said, oh, y'all think I can get up? Okay.
The end of the series, not late, is the end of it.
Yeah.
They said I could still get up. What you mean?
I forgot all about that moment right there.
Man.
No, I got another. I can't think of the year. I can't think of the game. But my other favorite one was Dirk had a monster defensive game. Everybody knows Dirk don't play defense. But at this game, I think he had like 3 or 4 blocks this particular game. Dirk went off because I think he had helped us come back. I can't remember who we was playing, but we was also down, and Dirk had a hell of a defensive game. And brought
my favorite rival with Dirk, I would say Dirk and the Rockets when Tracy McGrady and Yao Ming was on the team. Boy, you talking about some battles there, boy.
Boy, the Blues, man. God.
Talking about some battles.
Nigga, the Rockets will make me sick, especially when y'all had when they had Bob Sora, Bobby, what was his name? Bobby
Shane Battier, young Shane Battier.
Oh, damn, what was that Bobby dude name?
Bobby Jackson.
Yeah, Bobby Jackson.
Yeah, he came over from Sacramento Kings.
Man, Dirk's best rival was any game against Tim Johnson.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was going to say Kobe, too.
Nah.
Lakers, when he went against the Lakers.
I mean, but I'm talking about like head up, like I got
head up.
Same position type. That was his best. That was his best battle. Was against Tim Duncan. I agree on that.
Yeah, you're right, John.
35
You're right.
rivals, man. That's our 35 rivals.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
But shout out to
35
Dirk,
rivals.
man. Say he got the street name. He getting the jersey retired.
Nowitzki Boulevard.
We need a statue now, Marquis. We need a statue.
Mark Cuban,
brother.
make it happen. Put it right in front of American Airlines.
Like put it right dead in front of
And
American
then I want the statue of the Dirk fadeaway. I want to hear the Dirk fadeaway.
Yeah.
You gotta hit.
Let me ask you this: is Dirk a bigger star than the triplet from the Cowboys?
Yes.
What? Hold on. What you mean by triplets? You talking about Dak, Omari,
Zeke and Mark?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What triplets you talking about?
Who you talking about?
Emmett.
Oh, Emmett, Troy, Emmett, Michael.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Wait. Ooh, James. Oh.
Hold on.
You know what?
Listen,
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say
listen
yes.
to me. Listen to me. Troy Emmett. Always talking about Cowboys. I haven't heard Troy Emmett say nothing good about himself. Shoot, Tony Romo is a bigger one than them three.
You said Tony Romo's a what?
A bigger star than them three from Dallas.
I can give you. I'm gonna have to say yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and say yeah on that. Because then we are talking about one man that did bring the city a ship. Should have been two. Should have been two.
We're gonna talk about that.
That's a different discussion.
Because you know back at 90s, it was all about Irvin, Aikman, and Dion, and then not Dion, but Emmett. But then when Dion came, then Dion was part of the deal too. But you ain't heard. There you go, Sam. Look at Sam. Sam, let me ask you a question.
Sam, you a whole hour and a half late.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I had to take care of some business.
Sam, let me ask you a question.
Put some clothes on.
He ain't listen. He ain't come on.
He took his headphones off. While we recording.
We are
this
live.
is my big cousin world.
We
He
are
gotta
live.
forgive my big cousin. He don't know we live.
Forgive him for he not know what he do.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? All right. So we talking about Dirk Nowitzki getting his jersey retired, right? So do you think Dirk Nowitzki is a bigger star in Dallas than the Cowboys triplet? Emmett, Troy Aikman, and Mike Irvin.
I think they're about the same. No, wait a minute. Are you saying just in Dallas? Are you saying Texas?
No,
or just Dallas?
Nah, just in Dallas.
Just in Dallas, the biggest star.
Right.
The biggest star.
Who would Dallas represent more?
The Cowboys.
No, not teams. I'm talking about players. Will
But
they
I'm saying
Dirk more, or will they rep the triplets more?
I'm gonna say Dirk.
I don't know. That's a pretty good question because Dallas is a football town. But if you're talking about what have you done for me lately, it'll be Dirk. As far as championship. And pretty much
Even outside of Dallas, even outside of sports too. Because Dirk's still
I wouldn't say that though. Outside of sports.
Dirk is still in the community.
Yeah, he may be in the community, but
the triplets, they don't fool with Dallas no more.
Yes, they do.
Okay, don't try even talk about Dallas any chance you get.
Yeah, but he on Fox.
Who ain't on Fox?
But the thing, the fact that there's a Dallas Cowboy presence there says a whole lot. Michael Irvin, he's on
NFL
Network,
and he's on ESPN.
Yeah,
it don't matter if he not, they not Dallas just the mere fact that they play for Dallas Cowboys and they're on TV says a whole lot. The only person that's not is Emmett, but even when he was on Dancing with the Stars.
I think Emmett was the only. I think Emmett's still the only one that's in Dallas from there.
All of them are.
Well, nah, Troy even still stand Dallas. He still stand Frisco.
Yeah, you don't hear nothing about him in Dallas.
Michael Irvin still stand Frisco too.
On Dirk Nowitzki level.
Michael Irvin still stand Frisco too, because him and Stephen A. they be going back and forth on Mondays. He was talking about how he had to come to Frisco to mow his lawn if they win the Super Bowl. Yeah, so they still stand Frisco. They still stand Dallas location.
I think Dirk is the bigger star in Dallas.
I just feel like Dirk is the biggest.
I think so too.
Sports name. I mean, the sport, like when it comes to like names for Dallas things, Dirk would be the number one.
The thing is Dirk. How many shows Dirk is on?
Why he got to be on shows?
Dirk still got his hand in the community though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why he got to be on the shows?
Dirk got his hand in the community, and not only that, he got his hand in.
How is he benefiting? Because okay, I get the community. I'm not arguing the fact. I'm not arguing the fact about community.
He still work for the Mavericks.
I get the community part. I'm not refuting that part. I'm talking about as far as is he rejuvenating funds for his said team?
Yeah, he still works for the organization. What you talking about?
How much though?
He's the advisor.
But that's why I said that it's a fair question. But at the end of the day, I would say Cowboys.
But do you think
we're not talking about the Cowboys?
But you're not talking about the franchise. We're talking about individuals.
We're talking about individual players. 3 selected players, the 3-head monster of the 90s for the Cowboys versus a one man head that carried the Mavericks since he been playing for them. And that's Dirk versus Aikman, Irvin, and Emmett. Who's the bigger attraction? And honestly, those 3 were the attraction of Dallas. They were the attraction of a team, of a franchise.
That's not the question though.
That's not the question, Kel.
That's not the question.
The question was
because technically,
that's the question.
I agree.
I agree. They were the stars of a team.
But the thing is,
I mean, Dirk's part of the team too, Kel. So you can't say that.
I'm biggest star.
Answering the question like you just asked. Basically, we're saying the same thing, but it's hard to disconnect Aikman, Smith, and Irvin, and disconnect them from Cowboys and not talk about the Cowboys. With Dirk, and it's hard to talk about Dirk without talking about the Mavericks.
All right, let me ask you this. So
I just want to be said that I'm not disagreeing. I think for me it's kind of more of a. I think either way it goes. I think that's why I said both of them are big attractions.
All right, so
based on championship.
You add an event. You got the triplets on one table and Dirk on another table by himself. Who y'all go to first?
Dirk.
Cowboys.
And I'm just saying because I'm not a Cowboy fan. I'm just being biased now.
No, because if you think about it, when
even though I do want to meet Emmett and Michael and Troy Aikman, they I do want to meet them eventually. But
I remember we was at one of these games and
hold on, did we meet one of them? Was there any somebody? No, I don't know if we met him, but I don't know. But
that was my sister. My sister took a picture with Michael Irvin.
I remember when I think Irvin's son went to Prestonwood and he was running up the stairs and then one of the guys was like, "That's Mr. Michael Irvin. Mr. Irvin, come here for a minute." He was like, No, but to answer your question, for me, when the Oilers left back in the 90s, the Cowboys the only thing we had. So everybody in Texas was rooting for Dallas.
So I think he gave you an answer, John.
Well, Sam already said here. I'm waiting on Kel's answer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm going to Dirk.
I think he froze.
Yeah, I think he froze.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Will you want to meet the triplets or Dirk? Will you want to meet triplets or Dirk? If they was at the same event, who will you go to first?
I mean that.
Cause they brought us to Super Bowl. Man, they can't get out.
Not even that. But I'm a football player. I choose football over basketball any given time. So of course, I'm gonna meet the triplets. But I still say that the biggest star will be Dirk because of individualness. Like, you know what I'm saying? Individualness to the city and to the franchise. That's just how I'm seeing it. But me personally, I would go meet the triplets first. But my answer is that Dirk is the biggest star attraction.
All right. Well, hey, it was just a question I just had like randomly.
I think that's a pretty good question, but like I said, I wouldn't.
So
if it was my wife, she would say Dirk. But I'm not. But for me, I wouldn't even. I think at the end of the day, some of the bias does play a role in it too, because I'm not what you would call a Maverick fan. So I ain't trying to.
Now, if you say Hakeem Olajuwon, James, he all there. You're
well, Hakeem got more Hakeem got more pull than James Harden.
So he's the greatest. He's the greatest Rocket. What you saying?
He's the greatest player in Houston's history.
I mean, that's no debate. I agree with you.
Outside of
Astros.
What's that boy name? He makes his sausages.
Eric Campbell.
Yeah, Earl Campbell. Yeah, because he used to be the running back. But outside of that, I mean, talking about the biggest pool is Hakeem. I mean, he's the one that got 2 rings in 95 and 96.
Yeah, you're right.
No,
we were just talking about his signature move, the dream shake. Yeah.
Sam, you don't know your own team history. It's like a
495.
It's
94, 95.
Whatever, 94, 95, then the Bulls did 96. And you know what I mean.
We understand, man. We understand.
All right, let's move on. All right, so have y'all ever seen the City Edition uniform for the NBA?
I ain't seen all of them.
Who?
The edition, the uniform.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do y'all have a favorite?
But not really. Well, I've seen them. But I have seen all of them. I have.
Hold on, okay. I'll sing it to you so you can look at it.
Is there a way you can share the screen?
Yeah, I want to say share it on the screen. You just did it.
My bad.
Yeah.
I forgot.
You on the JD's account, so you better to share it.
Well, I could have done it on my wish forgot, but I forgot I had to.
All I gotta say is,
yeah, there you go.
Man, you taking too long with that stuff.
You got to have it pulled up, John.
I wasn't planning on pulling it up.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. The jerseys that I'm feeling most is the Hawks and Miami's.
Well, Miami always had some good color uniforms. They're all white joints. Still my favorite to this day. One of my favorites.
You said the hot.
But I used to hate
the all white ones. Miami's where LeBron played for. The all white ones.
The Miami jersey, it's like
I like Miami. Yeah,
I like the Miami ones with the different colors. They got the different colors from all their jerseys.
Yeah, the jersey.
You said the house. Somebody said the house.
I like Phoenix Suns.
Houston brought out the pinstripe retro.
Yeah, the Hawks. Sam, I said the Hawks.
What you mean?
The Hawks.
He said which one is your favorite? That's the question.
I'm saying which one are you talking about? The Hawks. You said the Hawks.
The Hawks, yeah.
No, I think you said house. God, dog. Pronunciate your words, man.
You just clean your ears out, man. Clean your ears out.
Dallas got the little hat on there.
Hey, Dallas is nice too. I'm gonna have to give me one of them. Probably.
I mean, it's all it is just addition of what it was last year.
Back in the yeah.
I mean, really ain't nobody really changed. Maybe Charlotte. Nice. I like Charlotte, but it's. I mean, or really Magic. I like the Magic too,
bro. Like honestly, my honest opinion,
the Disney World one.
My honest opinion, the Celtics need to add more flavor to their stuff, man, because it's dry.
That's nostalgic.
But but at the same time, it's tradition.
I know it's tradition, but like every time, every jersey update. It's solid green. It's like no designs in it.
But it's like the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Everybody got a color rush. Everybody got a whole color rush.
And I really don't get me wrong. I'm gonna give you
y'all color rush.
I really hate
all
the color.
White, like. We ain't gonna talk about y'all uniform. We ain't gonna talk about the Cowboys uniform. Y'all who, the Thunder? Oh, the Spurs. Oh, I like the Spurs.
You see what I'm saying? Like everybody knows what the Spurs, black and gray. At least they showing some flavor.
You gotta go back to the 90s.
No, I know about the 90s. I know about the 90s something, but I'm saying they showing flavors. They showing flavors to their colors. Nigga, the Celtics,
black and gray.
The Celtics has been solid green and solid white ever since the Celtics been the Celtics.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got Cowboys the same thing, and I like the Cowboys.
Don't get me wrong, and I get started on my squad too because I hate them jerseys. I hate them, especially when we wear them dark, ugly blue jerseys. I hate them.
No, I'm going to James. I'm going to say the Suns though. That's my favorite right now as far as the city. The Valley. Yeah.
Hey, Magic look clean too.
That's
they're not blue.
That's unique right there because it's not blue. That's the only thing.
Well, most of them that way. So
no, I'm talking about for the Magic because their original uniforms is blue. So I said make it unique because this colors is
They Indiana boy. They bring back Reggie Miller.
Reggie
Miller right there. Oh yes.
Okay. But they nice though.
They are. They are.
Washington. I like the Washington Wizards. That's kind of nice. Got that bullet little design when they was the Washington Bullets.
The bullet.
Cool. Yeah, let's get into a little fantasy talk right now.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with your team, but hey man, I'm sick and tired of your team for real.
Who is that?
Like your fantasy team, basketball.
I'm whooping that booty. That's why.
Like I said, my lineups and everything. I just need the players to contribute. Dang, man.
Right now, I'm giving Casey a little whooping. I don't think my boy even into it no more.
Gage, man, all right. Hey, don't tell him.
I ain't gonna tell him, but I'm gonna just keep whooping him. We got a close week between Kel and JD. Oh, yep. I don't know. It look like JD might take it, but shoot, I didn't think that
he up by 43 right now. I need LeBron to come through for me in Carmelo.
And he got Westbrook.
And he got AD.
He got AD, but Curry saving JD.
I'm speaking on Duke. Duke got Westbrook that's playing right now.
We're about to go right there, but we looking at So
we're looking at Kel and JD.
Saving JD, man.
Kel and JD got Carmelo and LeBron, while JD had Anthony Davis. So we'll see how they going to turn out.
They didn't have nobody to play today.
And Tracy and Dude, man. Like, dude took this win for the week.
Yeah, ever since I kicked James' butt, he been winning.
For me?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
See, I don't be wanting to make adjustments because I don't be wanting to lose my players.
You
said what? One I got right now. I'm just waiting for Clay to come back.
Say, I want my Rudy Gobert back, James.
Hey man, you can never release them.
Dude.
You picked up Scotty Barnes on. That was a nice pickup.
You snooze.
And Malcolm Brogdon. And Kerry Levert.
And the thing is, dude, he still got Klay Thompson ain't playing yet. So, man,
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting on Klay to get back and get healthy. And once he gets in there, it's over.
So shoot, it looks like for the I'll be 5-1 for the week or for the league. JD might be 4-2. Kelly gonna be at 3-3. Sam might be 4-2. Tracy gonna be 3-3. And Casey, we just gonna leave him where he at.
Yeah.
I'm first in my league. I'm first in my division. Amen.
All right, we're going week 12. Week 12 of the NFL. We had three Thanksgiving games. The first two games were really good. That evening Thanksgiving game. Woo.
Well, we can care less about the last one. We gotta play.
All I got to say, the playoffs.
That game was a fluke.
Hey, look.
I don't have nothing to say. We ain't gonna waste no more time on it. No, we ain't gonna. Nope, I ain't gonna do that.
Let me say this, and I'm be done with it. I kind of figured that they were gonna have difficulty with at least one of the two from the West. I already figured that part, but at the same time, hey, let's just call it what it is. The refs cheated the team.
Thank you.
I know.
They caused a lot of penalties in that game.
Yeah, it's the most penalties this year.
But y'all kicker, man. The boy missed the PAT.
It should ever got that far.
All I'm gonna say, because I ain't gonna waste my energy on it. The playoffs is almost here.
Exactly. We're waiting to the playoffs, you know.
So
playoffs. You know.
Yeah, playoffs.
It's an advance playoff. I ain't worried.
That's why I ain't tripping. The division, sorry, the Giants just won, so we're gonna wait till the Giants, Washington, and Philadelphia, they kick themselves out. We'll be the sole team. We get in the playoffs.
But the fact that y'all let Kansas City defense.
But what's wrong with that?
Just because Kansas City,
you like KC,
no defense.
Yeah, like KC just a scrub.
No, we ain't even going there. We ain't even going to go there. James, pull up the numbers because what had Kansas City defense shown this season?
It don't matter. The game is game.
Yeah, anything can happen.
You know,
I'm just saying, y'all let Kansas City defense just
y'all
put up. They held y'all to 9 points.
Y'all struggle with the Giants.
We're not talking about the Giants. We just talking about these two past weeks. We just talking about these 2 past weeks. So don't do that. Don't do that, pal. Don't do that. We talking about these 2 past weeks. So these 2 past weeks, y'all played the Kansas City Chiefs and y'all played Thursday.
Right.
Okay, so let's stick on these 2 weeks. Don't do that, pal. Don't go back overtime. Don't do that.
But you forgetting back-to-back games. We had refs involved as well.
Okay. That's why I said that. That's why I say that the energy be different. The energy is different when these losses come up.
The energy is still there.
Hold on.
But now it's excuses.
If y'all kick it then miss, y'all have a game.
Which game you talking about?
Las Vegas.
Oakland. I mean, yeah, man.
I just want to know if we're going to talk about college. I just want to know if we're going to talk about college.
Are we going to get there? Oh, yes. Oh, man.
We getting there.
But,
So,
hey, man, is there a sign of concerns? I'm just asking the Cowboy fans in the chat.
No.
Right, is there a sign of concerns?
No.
No.
Look, if history repeats itself, Dallas is in a good spot.
Thank
you.
you.
Last year around this time, Tampa Bay.
I ain't got no words.
These last 2 weeks been kind of hard for you.
I ain't got no words.
These 2 weeks was the best thing for them.
Okay. I'm just asking questions, man. I'm just asking. That's it.
Well, Tracy, you can't say nothing because y'all almost.
Hello.
It doesn't matter. Did we win or did we lose?
And Leonard Fournette,
the coach had me on the edge of my seat today, though.
Keep that same energy, okay? Keep that same energy. That's all I got to say.
Hey, all I got to say, Pastor, the last 2 weeks, Tom Brady won. So, we talking about wins and losses, right? We talking about
Tom Brady's the best that ever do it. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. Say it to the person that said he wasn't gonna win again. That's all. I remember your words, Pastor.
I never said he wasn't going to win again. I said he wasn't going to win another Super Bowl. That's what I said.
Do we need to go back in the footages? We got tape.
Go back. I never said that he wouldn't win again. I never said he would not win again. I never said that. I said he wouldn't win another Super Bowl.
Okay.
Super Bowl.
Well,
and I also said that the Panthers is going to win one of those 2 games and get in the playoffs. And then wind up beating Tom Brady again in the playoffs.
Hey, man, that remains to be seen. But piggybacking off the last 2 weeks that we missed, y'all Cowboys just came up kind of short. I just want to know if that's a level of concern. I mean, y'all the Cowboy fans, so y'all tell the world. Is there a level of concern?
No.
See y'all Cowboys fans be worried.
America, listen to me, America. Listen here. There ain't no concern that's going on with the Cowboys. You understand me, America? America, don't listen to this man right here, America. This man don't know what he's talking about. He's an undercover fan, America.
He's what you call poochies.
I would never pull a Pastor Duke card. I would never jump fence. Never would do that. Sorry.
I didn't jump fence. No.
Oh, yes, you did.
No,
yes, you did.
Look. I've always been a Dak fan. I've been following him since he was in Mississippi. Okay.
Should we do this? Should we go down the timeline, pal?
Since college.
Because when we first met you,
the best thing
was you not a Houston, Texas fan?
Wait a minute. The best thing that I'm like you.
Oh, no. We're not gonna let you switch that up, pal.
No.
We first met you.
No, because I'm like you.
James and Kel.
You was on the Patriots bandwagon.
First met you, was you not a Houston, Texas fan?
So, I said, did you hear what I just said though? I said
you didn't answer the question.
No, wait. I said that I've always been a Dak fan. When Dak became a Cowboy, that's when I became a fan.
But we met you way before Dak even came into the league.
He's from Houston. He got it like the Houston Texans.
And we from Dallas, but I'm not a Dallas fan.
No, you're a Patriot fan.
Yeah. You bandwagon. You're bandwagon from
I'm a Tom Brady fan. I've been telling y'all this.
Exactly. As soon as TB moved to TB, then you became a Buccaneer fan. No, it's okay. You ain't got
because my favorite player moved. I didn't know he was
exactly.
I didn't know he was going to move.
Yeah, everybody in their mama knew he was going to move. Guess what? If he moved to if he was a 49er, you would be a 49er fan right now.
If he was a Cowboy,
oh my goodness,
he would be a Cowboy fan.
Exactly. If he was a Cowboy fan,
I most definitely would have a star on. You hear me? Hey, let my boy Tom Brady be in that star. I would damn sure wear a jersey. What? It better have that number 12 on that back. It better be Brady. Say.
Because Jerry Jones almost got him.
He almost. Yes, that's true. James, you was right. Yes. He was. Cowboys was this close to getting Tom Brady. Yes.
Jerry Jones had him now.
Oh,
He was just gonna do him a
Right,
trade
James.
Jackson.
You was right.
He was gonna do him a trade Jackson, New England. That was the end of that deal.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what's going to happen.
All right, so
All right, we done with that.
speaking of the New England Patriots,
Man, how about them Patriots? They won 6 straight.
How about that X? How about your X team?
Now, I'm just saying,
Talk
they
about
playing
it.
good ball right now. They
Don't-
playing good ball right now.
So
A lot
now,
of people
they
don't even have them
have-
going to the playoffs.
so now,
they
so,
held
hey,
Ryan
hey, look,
Tannehill
hey,
to
the vet-
93
look.
yards.
from my opinion was I always knew the Bills was gonna go to
But
playoffs.
James and Kell, y'all my witness. Did I say Matt Jones? Did I say Matt Jones was gonna come in and start? I said that
You
when
called
he
Mac
first
Jones?
started.
You
Mhm.
called
I
Mac
said
Jones
when he got,
started?
yeah. I said he was gonna take over.
I mean, everybody. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody knew that because everybody kind of thought that Cam was gonna do it. But I think had Cam took the shot first, I think they would have started Cam at the beginning, and eventually they would have worked in Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Man,
But
that could be true. That was that, yeah.
But
not
because
disputing
Cam did
that.
not take the shot, and they had concerns that just in case they got in the rhythm, and then
Yeah.
somehow like last year he caught COVID, which meant that it put the team back. They didn't want to go do that no more. So
Right.
at the end of the day, he was already prepared. He already won a national championship. So hey, it's all good.
New England defense held Ryan Tannehill to 93 passing yards.
Well, I had New England winning.
I had New England win that game anyway. They just going back to their old school. They going back to their 2000 roots. I mean, the 2000 roots. Run the ball, and they were relying on their defense.
I just think what's happening right now is I wouldn't be surprised. Now I'm just saying. I know I made my predicament that Tom Brady will not win another Super Bowl, but it wouldn't surprise me if New England and Tampa Bay met in the
have a Brady Belichick Super Bowl. Ooh, yeah. That would be.
Oh, I think that would be like the most watched Super Bowl ever.
Oh yeah,
man, views gonna be off the chain. What?
They will blow that Super Bowl up.
And it's already in Los Angeles this year too. What?
Carolina still lose. God, dog.
Sorry. Cincinnati done beat up on Pittsburgh Steelers.
Joe Burrow got his swag back. He did his thing out there. Threw for a touchdown, ran for one.
At the end of the day, Pittsburgh still gonna make the playoffs.
You think so? Think so?
That's a shame. Like,
think so?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think Pittsburgh gonna make playoffs.
It just really depends on
is it top 7 or top 8?
It's top 7.
7?
It's 7.
Yeah, 7.
17.
My bad. 7.
Yeah, they added an extra wild card team. You remember it's 2 wild cards, now it's 3.
Yeah, because usually 2.
Well, right now,
they not doing
the first season.
Yeah, there you go.
As of right now,
thank you guys.
Las Vegas, Chargers, Browns, and Broncos and Colts gotta all lose for here on out. But Steelers to get in the playoffs.
But they'll lose, but I don't think Steelers are gonna make it.
I think I think that tie is gonna hold them.
That tie hurt them.
That tie is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt at the end, man. That's why these teams they be dreading those ties, because when it comes to situations like this, we coming up to the end of the season and they trying to get in these last spots for this playoffs. That tie play a big factor.
Yeah,
for real.
that's why that tie hurt for the team that's got a winning record, and it's okay for the team with a losing record.
But what the world is going on with these Bills though? That's the team that's surprising me, because a lot of media, they was having the Bills as the top favorites for the Super Bowl this year, and Josh Allen, he done signed this super deal. And
well, I did. I had the Bills winning.
What you saying is one-dimensional football from them.
I had the Bills in the Chiefs in the at least the conference, at least in
AFC Championship.
Yeah. I had them.
Honestly, that AFC conference is so wide open. Any two teams can make it.
Yeah, right now.
Because
as of right now, the Ravens are the best team, are the number one team right now.
We picked the Bills to win the division.
We sure did. And Belichick said, "No, sir."
Surprise!
The Bills next week. Oh, they got 2 more games. They got another game in.
What was the picks from this week, John? I know you trying. I know you want to get to that next. Oh, okay.
We'll get there. Okay. What else they got? Oh, did y'all see? What's his face? Kirk Cousins lined up behind the wrong player.
Huh?
What?
Kirk Cousins finger at Aikman. He lined up behind the guard. Well, the guard on top of one of them. Well, next to the center.
The guard.
The guard.
He lined up right behind the guard. And his back trying to stop him before the clock ran down.
Oh, wow. You like that?
You like that? Yeah.
Oh,
that would never get old, boy, I tell you.
You like that?
Cam Newton got benched.
Who?
That was messed up, Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Well, hey, they did lose.
Yeah, they did lose, though.
They benched him after the game?
Nah,
what
was that, third quarter?
They benched him after the game.
I'm talking about.
He got you on that one, Kill.
I'm talking about like did they announce that they were benching?
Right, don't try to fix it down, fool.
That is what I meant. That is what I meant. It just takes that one to catch it.
He ain't trying to fix it there. Nah.
I went 5 for 21 for 92 yards and 2 interceptions.
Huh?
Oh, wow.
I said Cal went 5 for 21 with 2 interceptions for 92 yards.
I want to know if that selfless act had something to do with it. When he ran after that logo.
A quarterback rating.
What did he do at the logo?
You know, his home return, he scored, and then he ran out to the logo and did that little, his Superman
and they gave the ball to the kid.
To the kid, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just saying that I want to know if that was the curse that had him play bad today.
He had 3 touchdowns that game.
He went. No, I'm saying I'm just curious to know if that was the cause of him playing bad this week because of that incident when he did that selfish act.
I mean, you ain't supposed to lose to Miami, but who knows? But Miami do have a good secondary.
This year has been the upsets of the upsets. So it's a lot of teams that wasn't supposed to lose this year.
Dude, what's going on after Los Angeles with the Rams?
Because it's a team full of names and no chemistry, no physicality. And Green Bay showed that today.
Yeah, but
and Matt Stafford, he's starting to show like, hey, are you guys really? Pastor, are you still sure that the Rams got a chance? Because you were just so sold on these Rams when they got Odell and when they got Von Miller. That was JD. Somebody, one of y'all.
I know I'm sold on Rams. I've been saying Rams.
I don't know. They the third straight loss, man. I don't know.
I mean, it's not Stafford's fault. Stafford threw 3 of 2 for 3 touchdowns and 1 interception.
But each game that they lost, Stafford threw 2 or more picks.
Yeah, but Stafford only threw.
It's Matthew Stafford's fault.
I'm not saying it's Matthew Stafford's fault. I'm just saying.
Stafford and Brady throwing picks together. They got the same amount of picks this season.
You're not hearing me though. I'm not saying it's his fault, but I'm just looking. But that's one of the reasonings. That's what I'm saying. That's what I am saying.
You got to say the same thing about Brady. It's just Brady defense helping him out.
But you talking about Matthew Stafford. I didn't say anything about Brady.
Yeah, but you talking about his interception. Brady and Stafford got the same amount of interceptions.
I just need
so why
more to win out.
The fact that Brady them turned it around and Matthew Stafford them hasn't. They still on the constant losing streak.
Defense.
Hey, America. Hey, America. I just want to be said like Charles Barkley said. I just need Baltimore Ravens to win out and they have home field advantage. If Baltimore gets home field advantage throughout the whole entire playoffs, they go into the Super Bowl.
Gosh, stop it. I
honestly don't know. Hey, right now, everybody needs to be aware of Belichick and the Patriots right now in the AFC.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all I'm gonna say. I think that I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right there because we had everybody then, nobody had the Patriots going to the playoffs this year. Hell, nobody didn't have them as Super Bowls contenders. But right now, if you're speaking on right now, the New England Patriots looking like a now I won't say heavy favorite, but a slim favorite to come out the AFC.
It wouldn't shock me.
So Chris McCaffrey injured again.
Dang.
He might as well, man. I hate to say
with him now. He's too good.
I think his ankle.
I hate to say this, but he might as well call it a career because injury is really stopping him. He can't stay healthy.
The injury's gonna catch up. They're gonna catch up. You're right. They're gonna catch up, but he should not retire though. No.
They're gonna catch up. They already caught up to him.
Look, Tree, thing is, bro, check this out. If he continues, okay, let's put a timetable on this. Christian McCaffrey, the next 3 years, if he can't stay healthy the next 3 years and continue to have multiple injuries in those 3 years, his value is going to be lower than what his value could be now.
His value is low regardless.
That's why I said lower, meaning we know what Christian McCaffrey can still bring to the table, but ain't no team gonna want to chase it because he can't stay hurt. I don't know a full season he played yet.
I'm sorry, I don't know what he brings to the table. I'm sorry, he's not.
I mean, he's a hybrid player.
He's a hybrid pro.
Don't do that because we all know when healthy. Christian McCaffrey is one of the top backs.
Christian McCaffrey is that guy what you said, when healthy. Has he played a full healthy career? I mean, a full healthy season.
The answer is
offensive player of the year, probably.
Huh?
Nah, that was like 2 years ago.
When he won offensive player of the year, I think he missed like 3 or 4 games that year though, didn't he?
Nah, he played the full year. That was the year before he tore his ACL.
And then ever since then he ain't bounced. Ever since then every season after that has been a hurt season. Multiple games or multiple injuries, coming back from an injury and get re-injured with something else.
I heard what you're saying. Some players you just don't give up on. Let me just put it like that.
No, you don't.
That one type of player you just don't give up on.
My thing is, this is the fear that I have for the Panthers, because if the Panthers do give up on Christian McCaffrey, if they do give up on him, whatever team give him a second shot, they're gonna have a well-equipped team behind them that's gonna get Christian McCaffrey to where he needs to be, and he's gonna have a crazy season with that squad.
Gonna have a stellar career. No, you're not.
I mean,
you know where he needs to go if that ever happens. That's just gonna make them lethal to the Bills.
Yeah,
no,
I can see, but
the Bills is one running back away from telling you. I've been saying this since the offseason. If they can just get that running game together, because that's the reason why the teams are locked in on the Bills now, because they so one-dimensional. They don't believe in running the ball. So that's why you don't see teams blitzing them. They always set up for the pass because they're going to rely on Josh Allen and his arm to take them to the promised land. But it hasn't been working.
Singletary ain't cutting it. I'm sorry.
Singletary's not it. He's not it.
They thought they had it when they signed Shady. They turned out Shady wanted a shell of himself. Who else they had back there?
If they can just somehow develop a running game, and I feel like Christian McCaffrey would be that piece.
Who?
right, guys.
He's talking about.
Let's go to
I ain't gonna play with Sam, man.
let's go
right.
to the weekend picks. Let's go wrap
right.
this up. All right, so week 12.
I like how
Yeah.
James we've been talking this whole entire time. This dude been in the background playing on his doggone phone.
I'm a host.
Big chill.
That's what I do. So week 12, we had Chicago versus Detroit. JD was the only one to pick Chicago. Detroit almost had it.
And they almost had him again.
You didn't ask me about you didn't ask me for my picks.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Oh no, you
I
didn't.
ain't asked that.
And I told
you
you to let me know.
Oh,
we sorry. Then we had Las Vegas versus Dallas. Man, Tracy chose Las Vegas.
Y'all, you know what y'all do. Y'all choose the. That's what y'all do. I'm gonna start choosing against Tampa Bay too. Now I'm gonna start choosing Tampa Bay.
These are your personal choices, sir. It's times I picked Dallas right, Kev. It's times I picked Dallas right. Don't lie.
You picked Dallas a couple times. I haven't.
Oh, I'm not being biased on these picks.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Kel is.
No, I ain't. I'm just. I'm really not.
Kel picked Tampa Bay, I think, once.
Twice, I think. Not because
He pushing it.
but
He
not
said
because
twice. He pushing it now.
not because of TB12, but that's a guarantee.
Who I played yet?
It's who they played against, exactly, nigga.
So, next game we had Tennessee versus New England. We all picked New England. All right. Tampa Bay versus Indianapolis. Man, Tracy picked Tampa Bay, my bad. And LA Rams versus Green Bay. Tracy was the only one picked Green Bay.
Damn, only won one game.
You don't count against that bad man.
Yeah, man, careful. You went 1-4 for the week.
With the broke pinky toe. You hear me? Dude had to get a pain injection shot. You hear me?
He went 4-1. JD went 2-3. I went 3-2 for the week.
I went 4-1.
Yeah.
Boy, I've been killing with these picks, boy. It's like, what's up?
All right. So week 13. We got
getting close to the end of the season.
We got New York Giants versus Miami.
Miami.
Give me the Giants. They won today. Dane Jones, he did his thing today.
Giants and who?
Miami.
Give me the Giants.
Miami.
I'll get JD pick at a later time. Kelsey said Miami. I think I'm going to rule with Miami because they kind of beat up on Carolina.
I'm gonna go with the Giants. Now I'm gonna say Saquon gonna have a breakout game that game.
All right. So Arizona versus Chicago.
Arizona.
Let the monster hook.
I'm sorry I love you, Martin. I just don't want to go to Arizona.
I'm sorry you Martin. I just don't want to go to Arizona.
AZ2. Kyler Murray coming back, or we still got a Colt McCoy who been out there balling?
Honestly, it doesn't even matter.
I'm glad it's getting some time.
Oh.
Who, Colt McCoy? Yeah.
Colt McCoy.
Okay. All right. Baltimore versus Pittsburgh.
Baltimore.
And the way that they say it, Baltimore.
Okay.
Baltimore.
Say it.
That's how the Baltimore you say it. Baltimore.
I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh the only one that's gonna get upset.
They definitely got upset today. Cincinnati almost put a 50 piece on them boys. So
they will be on this list every week. Minnesota versus Detroit.
You say what, James?
He said until they win, Detroit's gonna be on the picks every time.
Detroit.
Just because you said that, I'm going with the Vikings.
I need Detroit to at least get one, man.
You got Kirk Cousins lining up behind a guard. I don't know how this working out.
I'm going with the Vikings, man. When you got them two studs over there, anything can happen.
I'm going with Detroit.
Yeah, he gonna make them get a win.
I'm going Detroit too, Dre. But the thing is, they be
every week.
I'm choosing them because they be having the game. They just give it away.
They lose by an average of 7 points. Did y'all know that? Every game they lost is
it's been close. It's either been by a touchdown or a field goal.
Yes.
It's like it's there. They give it away at the last second. They give it away. It be right there for them.
Well, at least they can get the first pick though.
Cause what are they? 9-1?
No, they
10-1. 10-1. Honestly, if you ask me, I really think the Lions should be at least 4-5-1. I mean, not 4-5. 4-6-1 at least. And they should have at least 4 games under their belt.
They should have had that tie.
Yeah, I agree with you guys.
So then, honestly, they should be 5-6.
Yeah, something like that.
They should
either 5-6 or 4-7.
I mean, they lose about less than 7 points. So they play good ball. They just don't know how to
finish the games. Like Kel said.
I was just playing. I ain't putting them on every week. They probably play somebody we know they're gonna lose too. All right, for the last game, we got Dallas and New Orleans.
That's a rhetorical question.
You know what? See, and this is one of the times I'm gonna pick Dallas because New Orleans have no offense. So
Trevor Siemian.
I'm going down.
But wait, Trevor Siemian did beat Tom Brady though.
So we're not on that though. We talking about New Orleans and the Cowboys, right?
But I'm just saying. You said they ain't got no offense, but with that same offense, he beat Tom Brady.
No, it was the Saints defense that beat Tom Brady. Let's just go ahead and put that out there, Kel. Like the Saints offense didn't do a damn thing in that game. Come on now. Come on. We ain't gonna do that, Kel. Come on now. I'm picking the Cowboys though.
What did Simeon throw in that game? What did Simeon throw in that game?
Yeah, I don't know. It's in the past. I don't care for it no more. We'll see him again. We're gonna have some for that.
Let's go on.
He said we're gonna have some for.
Fantasy football.
Who?
Fantasy football.
Oh, fantasy football? I don't want to talk about that crap. I just don't know what went wrong with my team, but like we was on this hot streak. Oh man, but I tell you, you know what? I'm just so done with that fantasy football crap. I swear, like the projections, the projection points be all wrong. I'm like, bro, really?
You ain't gotta go with the gut feeling.
Right. I'd be wanting to start one person, but I'll be like, well, the projections say higher on this person. I'm like,
I know how you feel on that. I go through the same thing.
You gotta go with your gut feeling. That's all I can tell you. You know, any given Sunday.
Yeah.
And then like with my player, like Swift from Detroit, he got hurt in the first quarter, but he was starting for me. So he ain't giving nothing but 3 points. And I was like, oh man, I got a player that ain't even play a whole game.
It's really only been one person that's been consistent on my team since the start of the season, and that was Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Besides that one game that he missed due to COVID, he's been putting up averaging almost close to 30 points every game as far as fantasy points.
Well, he got you 18 and a half today.
But excuse me, oh, who ain't gonna talk about that? He still balled out though. I think the fantasy points kick in on the average touchdowns or how many touchdowns that they get.
Nah, I think
it averages out depends on the stat.
Yeah, what depending on what type of statistical player that person is.
So,
I was banking on the Pittsburgh defense.
Oh yeah,
I was wrong.
But y'all balance each other out. Yeah, y'all defense gave y'all 0 points for the week.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, Tracy, you should have played Tampa Bay.
Again, the projection points. They said the projection is going to be higher for Steelers defense.
I mean, still
looking at the Colts offense, I honestly didn't believe that. I honestly didn't believe that the Tampa Bay defense was going to stop. Was going to stop Jonathan Taylor. So.
And then you had Tom Brady only gave you 11 points.
Yeah.
I don't know. The last couple of weeks, our quarterbacks really ain't been doing nothing for us.
Everybody quarterbacks ain't really been doing nothing. With JD, I know he's sick that he ain't started Dak Prescott. I think he gave him like 30 points. Something like that, 25 points.
Yeah,
25.
Yeah.
But he had Eckler gave him 21.
Yeah, you're right though, Giant. That fantasy stuff, but it's really about picking your poison,
Jay,
and just sticking with it. When I be
JD,
doing my setups for basketball, I know we moved on from basketball, but when I be doing my fantasy with basketball, like for the week, I'll be just like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I be looking at the day after the club, I go back to the last day. I'm like, dude. Now Nick said.
The thing is, you gotta put them in the game. They playing, they put them in. Points add up at the end of the week. But
I don't know, man. We're gonna do something about this fantasy football, though. We're gonna go into this next week.
You gotta feel your gut. Like, I think they're gonna have a good game.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah, what's your first choice?
Shit, I can't even remember. If you would have played hold on, I just had it.
Hawkinson.
If JD would have played Dak and Eckler,
yeah, he's been winning.
Yeah, he'd have got you.
Shout out to JD on his trips.
Yeah, man.
Be back next week. Shout out Kenfo. We trying to hold down the fort for you, man. Last week was bad timing, but this week we trying to hold the fort. Shout out Kenfo.
But guess what? I'm beating him in fantasy football this week.
For sure you are.
Yeah.
And basketball saving him, man. I'm telling you, Steph Curry is saving him.
After we off basketball, sir.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Let me tell you, I'm at 108. JD at 104. He still got Mark Andrews to play this evening, and I got Washington to play tomorrow. And Carrollton done
demolished me. Yeah.
So yeah. So by the end of the week, I will be 7-5. For me and JD both be 7-5. Kel, you'll be 5-7. Tracy will be 5-7.
Right on.
It's all right. Oh, so one thing I had brought up that we didn't talk about since we wasn't on, the Kansas City Chiefs organization is helping the family of the crash victim from Andy Reid's son, the little girl he hit.
But
They're helping her.
Organization got to pay for it, all because this dude. What this dude did.
They helping them out with financial and medical assistance.
That's why you gotta be careful who you hire and all that stuff, because it can come back and hunt you.
Yeah, that's true.
This dude's supposed to be focusing on the Super Bowl and team and everything like that. And meanwhile, this dude just doing whatever you want to do. And it's like you're putting everybody else at risk.
Yep. Now the team got to dish out money that they know they don't want to dish out.
Yeah, that's why they fired him.
So
anyway, let's move to a different subject.
well, it's a good league. It's a good league at the end of the day. Because the team didn't have to, but I'm kind of glad they did.
I mean, hey, that's your. I mean, what to say about that organization though? I mean, what if well?
Don't say nothing. That man was outside of work, so it really the organization really didn't have to do anything if they don't want to.
Oh, it has a lot.
He was employed by him, but he was outside of work. He wasn't on the clock. He was at home. Well, not even near the facility or anything. So he his own man once he walked out the doors.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, never mind. Let's move to a different subject.
All right, so we got NCAA ranking.
How about Michigan?
Hey, that Michigan was
he finally did it, man.
Hey.
He finally did it. Even though I'm upset because I like Ohio State. But say, he did it. He did it, man. Say, the monkey is off his back. The year.
Talking about Harborough?
Yeah, man.
Good for him.
Say, now Michigan, man, they got to do that. They got to beat Iowa State in the Big Ten Championship.
They got to beat Iowa, man. Iowa. They got to beat Iowa.
Iowa.
I say Iowa State. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, it is your bad.
Man,
yeah.
Alabama
almost lost.
They should have lost. They should have lost that game.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the dude should have. They lost that game in the fourth quarter with I think, a minute and 14 seconds.
Hold on. What's up with the rules though for college?
What you mean?
What type of trap is that?
What you mean? It's always been like that.
No, you gotta understand, pal. This is my first time actually watching overtime like that pass, a second and third overtime. So they have to. It was just confusing because I was like,
"What actually they changed? They actually changed it because it was supposed to be. It in years past it was get on 25-yard line and you got to score, and then if
I remember that.
If it went to the third overtime, then field goals are out. You got to score. So they took out the score now, and you got to make a 2-point conversion.
It's all about 2-point conversions now. Okay, that's lame. I don't like it.
Well,
right. I'm not liking it. That was lame.
I'm one. I did not. I don't, because I think what's going to happen is Alabama going to lose to Georgia, and then
they're definitely losing the SEC championship.
But I can't.
Really and I really feel like the committee oh my goodness! I feel like this committee they're gonna mess up with Cincinnati. They're not gonna put Cincinnati in, and they're gonna put Alabama in if they lose to Georgia in that championship game. They're gonna be the first 2-loss team in the playoffs. And that's gonna be so wacky, like for real. Like Alabama,
it depends on how they perform in the game against Georgia.
Right, you're right.
If it's close, they're gonna put them in. If it's not, I think Oklahoma State, Michigan, Cincinnati, and Georgia are the 4 teams that are going to get in.
Oh, you saying Oklahoma State going to beat Baylor in the Big 12 championship?
Now, well, let me see something.
Oklahoma State been playing some good damn ball this year. Well, Baylor too. I ain't gonna lie, but that's gonna be a nice championship game though. So that's who they play. That's who lined up for the Big 12.
Oh, what? Yeah, Big 12 championship, Baylor versus Oklahoma State.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Oklahoma State for what I've seen when they played Oklahoma.
Yeah, because Oklahoma State they beat them early in that year.
That's what I'm saying. I say I'm picking Oklahoma State to win the Big 12 championship, going based off of what they did against Oklahoma.
Shout out to my boys.
Oh,
Oklahoma State is our favorite place.
Oklahoma State.
That's all I'm saying about that.
Dude,
So,
next
got
subject, Jay.
Who y'all got
He
between Georgia
talking
and
about some old
Alabama?
stuff that happened. Huh?
Oh Lord, who y'all got between Georgia and Alabama?
Georgia.
Because I think either one of them ain't gonna make it. Either one of them lose.
But see, the thing is,
Georgia gonna make it. If Georgia don't make
in.
it, that's a shame.
Georgia's still gonna get in.
Georgia getting in regardless. Yes, even with yes, you sure right. Yes. Alabama does not deserve to get in with that 2 loss. If they lose in that SEC championship, Alabama does not deserve that 4th spot. I'm sorry, they don't.
It's about ratings.
And you're right, Pastor, but it should not be about that, man. It should not be about that.
Money,
because Cincinnati, I don't care what Cincinnati record, I don't care what Cincinnati schedule is. Them boys is showing that they deserve a spot in the playoffs this year. They
got their chance when they play Houston, and the thing about context and history is Houston is known for spoiling teams that's supposed to get in the playoffs.
Well, there's a lot of spoilers that can happen this week. Just this week coming up. So because you got Michigan going against
Cincinnati if Cincinnati's to lose. Cincinnati lose is gonna be Georgia, Alabama, Oklahoma State, and Notre Dame.
You can't forget about Michigan.
Didn't I say that?
No, you didn't say Michigan.
Oh, I'm sorry. So Georgia, Michigan.
If Michigan win the Big 12 championship, I think they're gonna get in somehow.
Who?
I think they'll get in before Cincinnati will, and that's gonna be heartbreaking. But it's like you said, ratings.
Who you said?
I'm saying if Michigan wins the Big 10 championship,
well, they automatically in.
Right.
I just my thing is the top 2 teams gonna be Michigan and Georgia, right? But the other two is Cincinnati and Alabama. If not Alabama, it's gonna be Oklahoma State. If not Cincinnati, then it's gonna be Notre Dame. If not Notre Dame, then Alabama gonna get in.
That's not gonna be fair. No, for real.
It's not fair,
that's a piece of crap.
It's just how it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Ratings do matter. I understand that, but
they need a better system.
That's what the playoff treatment come in at, man. They need to expand it.
Either that or expand the playoffs.
They're gonna have to expand the playoff period.
It's just not fair, man. How these teams, man, they
tell me that Alabama gonna get in just because of the name. But
hey, you know what? I can't say.
But I guarantee you, there's a lot of people that's gonna say Ohio State needs to be in. I like how you blowing into a town instead of a tissue. But you see, I'm about to ask about something else, but that's a personal thing. So I'm gonna let that go.
Let's wrap up. All right, so Oklahoma head coach is moving to USC.
Yeah, USC. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about.
After he lied and told her that he wasn't going nowhere.
No, he said he wasn't going to LSU. He never said he wasn't going to. He never said he wasn't leaving. He just said he wasn't leaving for LSU. That's all he said.
Okay. My bad.
So I think it's a good thing for him. At least he'll be.
It's definitely a good thing because it's just gonna revise that the UFC football program.
Yeah, he'll be in the playoffs every year.
But
people want to play for him. Yeah, he's a good hell of a coach.
Adam Schefter reported that Oklahoma might try to go after
Cliff Kingsbury.
Carlos head coach.
Stuff Kingsbury? Yeah, I heard about that.
It's just stupid. Well,
I don't think he's gonna do anything because they winning right now.
You want to know why they doing that? Because the same thing for Mike Tomlin.
Oh, Mike Tomlin already said it clear as day.
I'm saying the same thing. Because it was rumored that USC was trying to go after Mike Tomlin. Well, it's the same thing for Arizona. Why would Cliff Kingsbury leave for Oklahoma?
Why would he do that?
But at the same time, he would get probably more money. But Why would he want to leave? But if I was him, if I was him, I would leave.
You would leave?
Yeah, because Oklahoma still is a top 5 job.
Yeah.
But you're talking about the NFL, man. Like, come on, these is top flight athletes that you talking about. Yeah. Now I understand what you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from, but
his offense ain't NFL offense.
Of course not. But neither is his defense neither. He's sorry.
He would have one lethal offensive scheme though in college. I can tell you that.
Yeah, he would always have. Yeah, they all have. When he was at Texas Tech, they scored more, but they lost.
Yeah.
So
not like that ball spot on Kelton.
ESPN released a few names. Who besides Cliff Kingsbury, ESPN considered Mark Stoops from Kentucky. Stop. So ESPN think Mark Stoops is consideration. Hey, y'all know Stoops is notorious in Oklahoma.
Yeah, we know who Mark Stoops is.
Iowa State head coach Matt Campbell.
He's not leaving.
Is a consideration.
He's not leaving. I will tell you that.
Man, that's all right.
No, I know he's not leaving.
Bob Stoops, he might bring him back. Tennessee head coach. Clemson defensive coach. Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin might be a consideration.
Shout out Uncle V.
Nevada head coach and Oklahoma defensive coordinator might get raised. So we're gonna see how that goes. Who's gonna take over Oklahoma?
The thing is,
whoever takes Oklahoma job, they're gonna have to have a name going that team.
No. The thing is, whoever gets the Oklahoma job got to be prepared to move to the SEC.
That too.
That's why they're gonna have to have a name so they can get the prospect.
It's not about right now. It's about
they look like in 2 years.
Yeah, it's about 2 years from now. Because Oklahoma's still gonna be the top dog in the Big 12. Who cares? When they get to the SEC, it's over.
Yeah. All right, so I think that's it for me. Anybody got something they want to bring up real quick before we end the call?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Jarreese Sherrod. He
Bye.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Hold on. Let me. I forgot. So
my internet tripping. What y'all saying? Hold on, y'all. I thought we was hanging up. My internet tripping. That's why I said bye.
Really, man?
No, my internet really is tripping.
You got that broadband.
So shout out to the South Cliff Golden Bears. 3 wins away from a state championship.
I didn't know we were.
It'll be
for basketball or football.
Football. They beat the team. They beat the team that been winning state for 10 straight years or something like that.
Yeah. I heard. Lil James basketball team came down here and played Duncanville. Is that true?
Yeah.
Brownie?
Who
won?
Yeah.
Lil James.
I don't know. We talking about South Sock right now. We ain't talking about other districts. We talking about Sock who's trying to bring DISD their first state championship in football since the 50s.
That's not true. Didn't Lincoln go to state?
They ain't win.
They ain't win though.
DISD haven't had a state championship in like 50, 60 years.
That's not my fault.
So,
okay, Jack Yates. We ain't talking about Houston now.
So I know all the DISD prospects, alumni, and all. We behind the Golden Bears because what we need a state championship.
I guess y'all gonna be like Dirk, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to.
As a district, huh?
As a district. The city behind them.
Dirk got a better chance to win another championship than anybody.
What's up, man?
I said it.
You said what sound?
I said bro, man. I said
You said
Oh,
what?
my headphones going dead.
I said Runner that
we finna end this call. Cause Sam talking ramblers.
no, I said that Dirk got a better chance of winning a doggone championship than anybody at DSID again.
DISB.
Whatever.
DISB.
Roosevelt. Shout out to Malachi Fields. He plays for Roosevelt, I believe. They're still sorry, but he's doing this thing on the line. And like I said, shout out to Jarice. He's getting a son.
Jarice having a baby?
I have a good night, man. I ain't gonna play with him, man. Good night. I have a good night, man.
Jarice finna have a baby?
So all right, y'all. So in the call.
Hey, man, say good night, man. Say he gonna pray. He gonna pray right now.
Who you're from Dallas too, you want to see Dirk on the triplet, sing us your love. JD, we need you back because this hosting stuff ain't for me right here, but I'll see y'all later.
I'm gonna get at y'all, man.